Popping this here. Stay. Hey everyone, so live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So 2 different cameras right now. Hello. And I'm kick-starting myself back into gear. I disappeared for a bit because I did something pretty crazy. So I wanted to come and say, hi, I'm back. And phew. So for those of you that have been following along, I was in New York for a while working on a book, and I got the book about 75% done, and I need to go back to it. And when I left New York, I went and I drove back, I picked up a puppy, and I moved into a new house. So I don't recommend both those things simultaneously, but I did it. So I have a great new little puppy girl. She's 6 months old, so she's not a little puppy, but she's a small one. Hello, hey Afuk, hey Michelle, hey everyone on Instagram. So I have not been on social media at all because I've been trying to get the house together and training a puppy and just resettling into New Mexico. It's been really good and it's been challenging. All the things. So I'll be posting a lot more, especially on Instagram. So just wanted to let you all know I'm back. I'm going to start posting again. I need to take a break. Yay. And as you can see, empty shelves. We'll walk you around in a little bit and show you the house. But for those of you that are on Facebook or YouTube, I'll especially be posting stuff on Instagram. So go to Instagram because that's the place where most of my personal behind the scenes life happens, is on Instagram. Hey, Phoenix, I know it's so good. Yeah, breaks are good. Hey, Edward. Yeah, it was good. And today I was like, all right, I need to get kind of back in the saddle. Let me just do a live and say hey to everyone. And I'll give a tour of the new house. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Sophia. So the new house is in a town called Las Vegas, New Mexico, not Las Vegas, Nevada. Totally different. Las Vegas, New Mexico is an itty bitty little town. When you hear the term Wild West, that term is Las Vegas. Hey, Sesame, yay, from France. Hey, Mary, welcome. So it is a wild part of New Mexico. Yay. And it's right off of 25 between Santa Fe and Raton, or Santa Fe and Denver, depending on how you see things, but it's off of 25. And I love this town, actually. Super funky and really great old downtown. Plaza Hotel, Castaneda Hotel, El Fidel Hotel. Hey, Mandy. So it has a lot of history. Mining town and Wild West town. And I am bordered on 2 sides by cemetery. So my neighbors are dead, which I love. I'm looking at the cemetery right now. So, hey, Beverly. So on Instagram people, I'll be posting more and sharing about my new little world here. One of the cool things about this house is it has, literally probably 100 lilac bushes around it. So right now everything's in bud. The garden, the person that owned this house died last year, I think. So the garden's been really, really neglected. It was on the market for almost a year before I got it. And so it's gonna be really fun to see spring, to watch everything come to life, because there's lilacs, there's wisteria, there's trumpet vines. I'm just starting to see some bulbs come up. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. So I will share on social media, and things are good. So happy to be back with everyone again and to be back on social media. Again, I had to take a little break as I settled in a new dog and a new house, and I'm still halfway through the move and getting shelves put up. My sweetie pie, Franklin's been super helpful getting me settled and putting shelves up and everything. So all is well. And follow along on Instagram because I'll start sharing more about the dog and the house. Thanks, Betty. Hi, Betty. Yes. Yay. Betty's the one that I got the dog from. Yay, yay, yay. So Demi Goddess is taking a nap right now, so I'm not going to go wake her up. We had a big day. Betty, we had a big day going for a walk. But she's getting there. Hey, Valerie. Yeah, it does feel like a really big beginning. And, I've been seeing, it's been a long time since I've had my own space. I lived in New York 4 years ago, something like that. I moved from Austin to New York, and I've been missing New York a lot. And when I really sat down and thought to myself, okay, so what do you miss about New York? And this is whenever I have a yearning or I want something in my life, I always pause, a good thing to do, and back up and say, okay, what am I actually yearning for? Because what you think about is really powerful. And sometimes we're yearning for things that we really need. If we step back and slow down, we realize, oh, what I actually want is this. So I realized, okay, I don't want to live in New York right now. That's not what I'm yearning for. But what I missed was my own space, having my own house where I could go into this apartment. Everything was exactly where I left it. It was like a little space. And so that's what I started looking for, is I want a little space, really good internet. Yes, always important. And a place that I can write and have my weird hours. Part of what I love doing Airbnb and going to New York is that I have space to myself. I can wake up at 3 a.m. and write for 2 hours and go back to bed until 11. And then, so being a writer. So it's good. So I now have my own space. I have a puppy that I can go walk with every day, and she keeps me active, which is good. And makes my brain think, because that's what puppies do, is they help you figure out really creative ways to not keep the puppy from eating everything. And getting settled in again. So all my love to each of you. I feel just happy to reconnect again. And this is fun. So I talked to my business coach last week, and I was having a rough day of just feeling overwhelmed by everything. And she was like, Heather Ash, you just need to stop taking everything so seriously. You need to have more fun. And I was like, but it's serious. I'm moving. I have to figure all this stuff out. So my job for the next month and a half is to be less serious, to have a little bit more fun, and to have fun with all of you as well. So I'll be asking questions and just sharing some things that I've been pondering and interacting again. So sending you all my love, blessings, gratitude. Thanks for being part of the Warrior Goddess community, for just your amazing support of me and the book and our community. Kim writes, I'll work on teaching all of us to be less serious, because when she's like, you just need to be funnier. I'm like, I'm not funny. Like, I'm not that funny. She's like, well, what do you do for fun? Like, go for walks. But I do dance. I do 2-step. So that's fun. I love it. Hi, y'all. Good. So one thing that's really cool about this house that I'm excited about is that I have a really wonderful kitchen table I bought in New York. So it's a 1940s Formica, red Formica table. And there's going to be lots of tea had around that table. Maybe I just need to start another tea and chat regularly around the table. This is the office, which is partway done. So for those of you that are on Facebook or YouTube right now, or you're watching the recording later, jump on over to Instagram. I'm going to close this down. Instagram people, hang out for a minute. I'll turn you off and then I'll start up again. So I'm going to do a quick tour of the house and the land. And what I want to show you all is all the lilac bushes. Lilacs! So that when I'll be posting, I think what I'm going to start doing is taking a photo every day. I'm going to pick a spot. Maybe you guys can help me pick the spot today. And take a photo every day so we can see the transformation that happens in the garden. Because this is like the worst time in a way, because the garden looks terrible. But soon it's going to look amazing. So this is my prayer for all of us, that anyone who's having a rough time, who's feeling challenged right now, that by watching the garden, that we can learn that there's times when the garden's fallow, that it doesn't look like anything's happening, Looks like things are dead. There's a bunch of stuff out in my garden right now that I'm like, could be dead, could be alive, I have no idea. But I have to wait to see what comes up. And a lot of us are kind of in an in-between time right now. And so we get to see, well, what's actually alive still? What's going to flourish, and what do we need to bury? There's a bunch of stuff out back that I'm going to need to compost, but that everything in our lives can be nourished or composted. And in the composting, it becomes nourishment again. Yeah. Apparently my IG is dead. Well, yes, if you can't do it, sweet peas from my balcony. I love that. That's what I'm thinking about doing next, is getting sweet peas. All right, let's do the tour. You guys ready? So if you're on Instagram, I'm going to jump off and then I'm going to come back. So we can have two different videos. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, or you're watching the recording later, go to my Instagram page, Heather Ash Amara, Instagram. Oh, and people, you guys know this, right? Heather Ash Amara _ is not me. So if you get a random message from me saying, hi, I want to do a reading for you, not me. Okay, I'm never going to private message you and say I'd love to do a reading. I don't do readings unless it's within the community. So just be really careful. There's lots of weird spammy stuff happening, not just with me. I've heard other people, their Instagram pages are getting taken over. So just be super careful out there, sweetheart. Yeah. All right, so hang out on Instagram. I'll be right back. If you guys are here on Facebook and YouTube, go on over to my IG account. I know it is. I love Susan. I so agree that the garden's such a good teacher. I'm so happy to have land and garden and rocks. Bonnie Lee, I'll post photos. So I'll start taking photos and posting photos on Facebook as well. All right. Thanks, love. See you more soon.